Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yahya Ali. In this incarnation, the moon already entered in Gemini, so we are preparing for the full moon. In this passage, in this sign, it is making a contact, a harmonic aspect with the North Node, a sextile, and a trine with the South Node in Libra. North Node in Aries. So this is a good energy to make decisions that involve, choices. And today I wanted to focus in this precisely. So tomorrow, the moon it is going to make this contact. First, it is going to create a tension, a square with Saturn in Pisces, and then a conjunction with Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. These aspects are happening with a little time of difference. I don't know if I am expressing this correctly because of the mathematical degrees, but well, they are part of the lunation too. So yesterday I was telling you that the tensions with Saturn imply challenges for us to develop maturity, and those challenges many times are linked with situations that we feel as restrictive or limitant. So the aspect of shadow or the unconscious aspects and those situations, those limitant situations, are for us to learn to establish boundaries or to decide from our responsibility, but the responsibility with our soul, with that commitment. So the shadow or the unconscious aspects of this transit could be linked with being in a very negative perception, or these thoughts that are operating from the judgment and the excessive self-exigency. This is the contact with Saturn that then can lead to these choices that are made from the immediate satisfaction that I was talking yesterday, that actually is representing an escapism. It is like running from ourselves or trying to do that, or like choosing the easy way with quotation marks, but actually that has consequences. So the integration, it is linked with observing those situations that we could feel frustration of, with the limited situations, with the intention to reveal what they are showing to us. So then we can make choices with confidence, trusting in the process. This is the quality of Jupiter, from these little certainties in the present moment that actually allow us to open the ways. Because when we are connecting with ourselves that way, the inner plenitude is genuine. It is not running from ourselves. It is also valid to say that cultivating that inner state, it is in a solid way, that can last in time. It also involves to face situations that are causing imbalances in us or resistances. I mean, it is not about avoiding everything that could cause discomfort. So the tension with Neptune in Pisces, that it is very present in this lunation, it is calling us to observe the ways that the conditioned mind or ego operate, that respond to self-deceit. And the more we evolve, the more those mechanisms become subtle. So feeling lost, not knowing what to do, not being sure of what decision we have to take, all of that are states through all of us we can be, we can feel, and they are absolutely valid and necessary because they serve, they have the function for us to question ourselves, to understand what we want, to discover ourselves in general. But the thing is that if that leads us to not do anything, if you are noticing that there is this sensation of stagnancy because of the eternal doubt, that it is not allowing us to take an action, if that cause draining, you are feeling tired, then it is important to reevaluate if that is really that you don't know what action you have to take, or actually it is a mechanism of protection to not take any decision. And this is, again, not to judge it, but to understand, not to judge it, because if we are judging it, we are entering again in this space of the conditioned mind, but to observe it, because when we are observing, we are in presence. I mean, the consciousness is operating. And this lunation, it is also inviting us to make ourselves questions. That is the quality of Gemini. Asking ourselves, why is there fear? Because if there is resistance, there is fear. If there is fear to make a mistake, if there are a part of ourselves that is putting so much pressure that isn't allowing us to be human beings, or if we want to control everything, even the things that we cannot control, like I want to know everything that comes ahead before I give one step in this path. And the effect of Neptune in Pisces, many times it is creating this, I don't know the word in English, but it is like, this confusion, this mental confusion. So you can listen to your heart. So you can put the energy in what returns you to the inner peace. And when a choice is something that we perceive as very challenging, it is because the mind is creating these terrific scenarios in the future, but because of the product of painful experiences of the past. So that is how the fears are created. They have the function of protecting us. Even though anything is giving us the assurance, I don't know if this is the word, that those painful things, those wounds won't be activated in the future. In fact, the probability says that it will be. But if we stay in a space that is not linked with our soul, where we are not feeling okay, where we cannot grow, we are also shutting down to the blessings. We are closing ourselves to the blessings of life. So the pain in certain moments of the experience, it is a necessary passage that helps us to break with these shells of the ego, this concept that I use a lot of Kabbalah because I love it. So we break with the shells of the ego to amplify our vessel and receive light. And in that process of amplifying our vessel, I mean, learning from experiences, taking initiatives, and sharing and giving. Giving is very, very important. Giving from the heart. Giving from the heart, it is not giving without boundaries. It is not giving to obtain validation, love, or something from others. It is sharing with, what we are learning with whom they want to receive it. So that process is what allows us to receive more light each time. And that light will take form. The form of resources, the form of experiences, the form of connections with other people that allow us, that enable us to continue in this evolutionary circuit of inner connection. And to see it, we have to put it in practice. It is just simply as that, and challenging as that. Also, this energy, it is inviting us to, to approach the path with the curiosity of kids, with the curiosity of the things that we didn't discover and that we don't know of the path. That is a lot. So, well, thank you, everyone. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.